We decided this Christmas to make a lot of these little tea lamp holders from just some old logs that we'd gotten out of the backyard. These were logs that were cut several years ago to use in a fireplace, but it hadn't gotten cold enough here in Florida to even run our fireplace in the last few years. So we decided to cut some of these up and turn them into some tea lamp holders. Now, one of my sons had already made several of these. My daughter made a bunch of them, and so we decided to make a few. Jennifer wanted to basically pick out the logs, and she instructed me on how long she wanted me to cut them on the chop saw. And then we drilled them down to a depth that was deep enough to hold the tea lamps that she had gotten. These were some that she had bought from a school fundraising project. I think it's a Yankee candle company. So we took this Forstner bit that was just a little bit larger than these tea lights. The ones I'd used before for my daughter were metal tea lights. I had a little metal case around them, and we used a smaller bit, but these wouldn't fit in that, so I had to go to the next size bit up, and it fit. It wasn't real tight, but it did fit in there and worked pretty well. We had to get the depth kind of just right, so in this case it took a couple of tries to get it to the right depth. I use this clamp to basically hold the little chunks of tree branch, kind of keep them level and keep them from jumping around on the drill press table. And after we had drilled all the holes in the little branches, we took them outside and sprayed the bottom of them with some clear acrylic to kind of seal the end grain. Here you can see that I'm spraying the bottom. We didn't spray the bark, we left the bark natural. So all we did was just hit the end grain with some of this spray lacquer, or spray acrylic, excuse me. And turn them over and spray the other end. And Jennifer put some tea lamps in each one of these, grouped them together in a nice little grouping, and because she had picked out different heights, and put a bow around it, and it made a really pretty Christmas table decoration. Now, obviously we can't leave these candles burning all the time in these wooden stumps, or we might end up having a fire. Later, we'll convert these over to electric tea lamps. In the meantime, subscribe. Let us know if you like this.